Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So anybody who's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with a return of 3.5%. And it's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further information with regard to in-depth strategy and how to join us in the challenge, and right now in the challenge there is quite significant amount of progress being made, so you'll be able to see that, and details are in the description below. In the previous video we did important updates for ticker symbol MMAT and also ticker symbol MMTLP, as well as significant updates for ticker symbol HYMC. So please refer back to the previous video for important updates of both those stocks. In addition, we also did an important update on ticker symbol MULN. In today's video, we're also going to be doing a follow-up on ticker symbol MULN. There has been important developments and significant news for MULN Automotive, which I'm going to share with you shortly, so stay tuned for that. And in today's video, I'm also going to be updating you with regard to ABML. Again, significant news in that, positive news, so stay tuned for that. But before we do that, a quick update on ticker symbol MMTLP. So let's have a look at where we are right now. So on the screen here, you'll be able to see some of my thoughts with regard to the special dividend, and this is something I've just tweeted today, and I have said that we've got almost 24 hours left before Q2. Hashtag no more delays. And I'd like to also share another tweet here and give a shout out to David A, and he's also tweeted here, for your information, there hasn't been a tweet from George since the 10th of March 2022. Everyone better get ready, hashtag go beyond. So there is an assumption and a belief that news is about to be imminent. It is about to be potentially be released very, very soon. We are looking at less than 24 hours now. We are looking at 1 day. So let's get ready and hope for positive news. So George does need to communicate. The company needs to respond positively. And as I've stated in my tweet, I do not think we need no more delays. There has to be news and announcement now. I'd like to now start by having a look at an update for ticker symbol MULN, also known as MULN Automotive. So this is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel, and this was also brought to the members in advance of the significant rise in the share price that we have been seeing recently. So let's start by today having a look at the chart, which I certainly think is very, very interesting. So this is the 1 day chart I'm sharing with you for today, and as you can see on the screen here, the stock is up in excess of 28% and it closed at $3.03. But certainly what's very interesting here on the chart at UK time 5 p.m. So this is UK time. You can see the stock was trading around about $2.20, and then we can see a very, very sharp increase in volume, huge increase in the RSI, well in excess of 80, lots of green candles and a significant spike up. So something has happened here at 5 p.m. UK time when the stock has gone up from $2.20 and eventually in excess of $3. So what has happened? What is the breaking news? So the first thing I'd like to share with you is a tweet from Ortex. So Ortex tweeted, and there's one thing I'd like to disagree with this Ortex tweet. What they have said is MULN has popped 29% on heavy volume despite no fundamental news. So that's not true. Ortex were not able to pick up the news. There was some fundamental news, but according to Ortex, there is no fundamental news. So let's have a look at the fundamental news that Ortex are saying does not exist. I'd like to give a special shout out and thank you to one of the Discord members today. And as you can see on the screen, one of the Discord members was able to share information with regard to what was happening in advance of that significant spike that we saw in the chart. So one of the Discord members here said, in our live trading area here, that the CEO of MULN Automotive will be on around 12:50 today. So that was a one-to-one interview and tagged everybody in. So congratulations to the members here. First member made a quick 20% profit, and another member made another profit of £238. So again, all down to teamwork. Thank you very much for sharing. So let's have a look at the development with regard to this news. So on the screen now, you should be able to see the interview that was being spoken about. So you can catch this interview on the Benziga YouTube channel. So you can see here on the screen, we had David Mitchery, who's the CEO of MULN Technologies, with an interview. So I'm going to now share with you some of the notes that I made from this interview. So in this interview with David Mitchery, the CEO, there was a statement made. This statement was quite significant, and I believe that this statement was the significant cause of that spike in the share price. So what David actually stated here, he said that a very large company will be making an order of vehicles, and he also said this company is a Fortune 500 company. He was specifically asked, is this an order, a speculative order or a confirmed order? And he stated it is a confirmed order. So that's good news. What he also stated here is there is going to be a vehicle order delivered in Q2, second quarter of 2022. He was pressed in terms of, is it going to be early Q2 or the late Q2? So he wasn't specific with regard to an exact date in the second quarter 22, but he is confident that it will be released in the second quarter of 2022. So what that basically means for us as potential investors in this stock is we can expect a significant catalyst, significant spike in the share price once this we have official confirmation and announcement of who this company is. The company is a Fortune 500 company, and once that is announced, I do expect this stock to potentially squeeze again. I'd like to now move on and have a look at ticker symbol ABML, also known as American Battery Technology Company. This is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel. So let's start by having a look at the chart for one day. On the screen here, you'll be able to see we did have an exceptionally good day today. And at one time, the stock was up in excess of $1.45. So it has closed up in excess of 8.9%, closing at $1.34. However, over the previous 5 days, the stock is up approximately 29%. So there is good news. So let's have a look at the key developments for American Battery Technology Company. So on screen here, you'll be able to see a key announcement with regards to the board of directors that was released by the company today. And we can see here in terms of the key developments, we have Ryan Meltzer has been appointed as the chairperson, and we also have Andres Meza also appointed as the secretary. So again, this is positive news with regards to the board of directors, as most investors, in fact, if not all investors, have very, very strong confidence and belief in Ryan Meltzer. I'd like to now share a tweet from Andres Meza, and he has tweeted here today, the US produces less than 1% of global battery materials. A sustainable domestic supply of battery metals will be needed to transition to electrification. So he shared an article here from Bloomberg. So again, this is quite significant, and this is with regard to breaking news. And the breaking news here from the Bloomberg Twitter handle is that Biden is poised to invoke as soon as this week Cold War powers to encourage domestic production of critical minerals for electric vehicle and other types of batteries. So let's delve a little bit deeper into this breaking news. So details of this breaking news from Bloomberg has been broken down on Yahoo Finance. So this is from March the 30th, 2022. And the headline here is that Biden is poised to use Cold War powers to boost battery metals. And what I'd now like to share with you is the second part of the article with regard to this breaking news. On the screen here, you'll be able to see a chart which shows mineral dependence, and on the left hand side we can see the key minerals. At the bottom we can see the overall percentage. So let's have a look at a breakdown of what this is showing us. So we can see the US is heavily reliant on imports for key materials in EV and clean energy supply chains. So there is potentially enough natural graphite, there is enough manganese, enough rare earths, but this is where we now are getting significant shortages. So we have shortages in vanadium. However, it's not a significant shortage. We have shortages in antimony. But what is significant with regard to ABML, here we can see cobalt. We only have potentially around about 75% enough of that in the US. We also have lithium, again a critical shortage here, probably only 50% enough available right now. And the most critical need here we can see at the bottom is for copper, and we have less than 40% of the requirement. So again, what this basically means is the US is going to require imports. So in terms of the Biden decision is to try and be more self-sufficient, and one way he's going to do that is by helping and encouraging businesses and companies that are involved in the EV and battery recycling. So let's now have a look at the details with regard to the financials. So delving a little bit deeper into the article and see that the Biden administration has already allocated a huge amount. This huge amount is $6 billion, and this is part of the infrastructure bill. And this $6 billion is aimed at developing a US battery supply chain and weaning the auto industry away from the reliance on China, which China, is, we know, is the lead producer of lithium-ion cells. So this energy independence will also be pushed into an administration to focus on upstreaming on mining and mineral processes. And this is a key step in the EV sector that currently, as we know, is dominated by China. So the key minerals, we know that there are significant shortages. We've seen that in the chart that has just been shared. And in the final paragraph at the bottom, we can see that price of battery minerals such as nickel, lithium and cobalt, which are all in short supply, have surged, so are going up. There is a huge going to be a demand right now from the EV sector. That's a demand that's going to be growing. So in addition to this issue of China, we also have disruption in the supply chain with regard to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and that has sent the nickel prices soaring. So we have significant volatility there, and right now the US industry is vulnerable to the transitions to a clean energy caused by these international problems. So just to finish off, what does that mean for our stock, American Battery Metals? As you know, this is a stock that has been covered on a number of occasions on the channel and for more than over a year. This is a stock that has taken a little bit of a battering in the general downward trend of the market. We've seen the stock go below $1 fairly recently. We've seen the stock consolidate just above the $1, and today we have seen some positive movements upwards, and I'm hoping and fairly confident that there is a strong upward trend, strong upward momentum right now. So congratulations to everybody who managed to get some of this stock for under $1. I think that will be great in terms of averaging down, especially people who have invested at a higher price. So going forward with this significant amount of investment from the Biden government in the infrastructure bill, if this can trickle down into the company and into other battery recycling operations, this will give a huge boost. And the other positive news to report with regard to construction of the site, this is again on track. This is going well, and hopefully fairly soon we'll be able to get final completion. And in an upcoming video I will share details of the construction update with you as well. So for further information with regard to breaking news on stocks, you can join us on the Discord. And thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.